Hey guys, it's Taylor back with Life with Taylor, and today we are going to be doing something slightly different than we normally do. We're going to be reacting to paranormal videos, but over an hour long. So let's get into it. I couldn't really think of anything else, and it's Friday the 13th, and is he from Friday the 13th? I actually don't know. Hold on. He's from Friday the 13th. I usually wear this shirt. I actually had a different one, but I washed it with a sticker on it. So, yeah, buckle in because this video's an hour and 30 minutes. Oh boy.
A Spanish fashion journalist uploaded an unsettling video on TikTok that left her viewers absolutely terrified. She got the footage from her mum, who claims that the security guard at her workplace captured something on camera that sent shivers down everyone's spine. But was it really paranormal activity caught on camera? Before our deep analysis, let's watch the footage. According to the security guard on shift that night, the motion-activated CCTV cameras captured a lady moaning and crying, so he decided to record it with his phone. After watching it, his friends and family believed he caught La Llorona on camera, the weeping woman of Latin American folklore, who died from sorrow after she drowned her children in a lake. Racked with guilt and grief over what she did, she's believed to wander the streets of Mexico sobbing and looking for new children to take. As creepy and as fitting to the legend of La Llorona as this video is, there's always the chance this could be someone playing a prank on the workers. But there seems be something a little fishy about this footage, so after some digging we found a heap of videos claiming to have spotted her, but this one in particular left us very suspicious. See if you guess why. Did you get it? Listen carefully to both videos.
I'm listening.
Did you notice that both clips have the same audio?
Oh no,
Perhaps this is just the noise La Llorona makes every time, like a broken record, but that seems a little too convenient, doesn't it? Almost as if people are using the same audio to fake their paranormal videos. Paula, who admits to having little knowledge of video editing, is convinced that the footage is genuine. She even gets a savvy friend to verify it, and he's stumped. He can't find any signs of tampering, but maybe the security guard got someone to dress as the weeping woman and added the audio on top of his spooky footage. I guess we'll never know exactly what happened here unless we're there to prove it. But what do you think?
I'm gonna give that a 5. I love the legend of La Llorona. I've read about it since I was little, and I think it's so interesting, but it sounds the same, and I feel like it's fake. So I'm gonna give it a 5 for a 50-50% chance of it being real or fake, but I feel like it's fake. I feel like somebody's taking advantage of the lore and trying to make it seem real.
There be any innocent explanation as to why the audio sounds
right.
These paranormal...
Oh my god, there's 20 videos? Oh my god.
Investigators had just taken on a new case from a dude whose life went sideways after a seriously rowdy party next door. See, he came home a little hydrated, and the neighbours were going wild. Innocent enough, right? until he started hearing chattering, laughter and footsteps on his balcony. Then things got personal. The sounds were suddenly coming from his own living room. He brushed it off, figured the booze was just messing with his head. He had no clue that it was just the opening act for a long run of sleepless nights. A couple days later, he steps back in and boom, he sees a figure on that same balcony. But before he could get a real look, poof, gone. When the team arrived, the homeowner dropped the bomb. The previous tenant bailed because of, quote, ghost troubles. Then he hit them with the real kicker. His dad had mysteriously plunged headfirst from that very balcony to log out from life, and ever since he's been hearing footsteps in the dining room, sometimes even full-on running when nobody's home. Clearly some dark force was making people lose their damn minds in that place, so the investigators set up their gear in the bathroom, a supposed hotspot. If only they knew what nightmare the night had in store. After a couple of eerily silent minutes staying between the living room, bedroom and bathroom door, he hears someone or something knocking on the door that leads to the living room. But when he went to check it out, no one was there. Then he got the genius idea to set up his camera in the dining area to see if he could catch something. What he caught left him with more goose pimples than a Thanksgiving turkey.
気のせい。
Did you spot it? Don't worry, it's easy to miss. Let's slow it down and zoom in. There, in the top left corner of the door, a ghostly pale face is peeking in. Not a smudge, not a reflection, a face. The kicker? When he went to check that exact spot, there were no stools, no shelves, no way anybody could have stood there. So what the hell was it? Was this the spirit of the previous tenant, the ghost of his father, or something far more malevolent tied to that house? We'll let you decide.
Okay.
一人検証していきたいと思います。ちょっと。
Ew. Actual chills. I was not really convinced until that. That's gonna be given a 9. I don't like when things from the ceiling look down, and I know it's harder to fake if somebody can't just like crawl up on the ceiling and pretend to put their head down. Yeah, that's getting a 9. That's creepy. Also, Also, you can't like add something in. It didn't look added in. It looked like it was a part of the video. So maybe it's really good editing skills or it's haunted, but I'm thinking it's haunted. At least with the history.
On the 20th of February 2023, this guy was driving home from work when both of his dash cams captured something so creepy, it left the whole nation baffled.
Great.
This scary video spread like wildfire throughout Thailand's mainstream news headlines, so our viewer, Hack1983, decided to send it to us for all of you to try and explain. Take a look.
Was it a person?
Bet you missed it, didn't you?
No.
Look closely at the right side of the
saw it.
screen. What looks like a pitch black shadow person is lurking against the wall. But when you check the timestamps and watch that exact moment captured by the rear dash cam, there's no one to be seen. The video is full of Scooby-Doo vibes, but is it legit? While it was realistic enough for a TV news segment, there's always a chance it could have just been somebody sneaking out of sight before the camera pans back over. However, if that really was the case, surely that somebody had to be no less than Goku, Flash, or Speedy Gonzales to dodge the rear dashcam's field of view just in a few milliseconds. Or perhaps you have other theories about what's going on here. Let us know in the comment section.
Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to give that a 7 because it looked like usually when a car is near somebody, there's some illumination of the person. That did not have any illumination. Like, there were no features, you could not see anything. It was literally just like a black shadow. And the back dash cam, I don't really know what to think about that. I guess somebody could have bolted out of there. It looked like there was like a little indent next to where the shadow was standing, so maybe they like ran. I'm just mainly going off of the first, the dash cam instead of the back camera. That was creepy, so I'm gonna give it a 7. 17.
Family left the house. This guy claims to be home alone, with nobody but himself and his dogs. But the more comfortable he got, the quicker he realized there was someone or something sharing the house with him.
Okay, so I was in my room, I just heard a loud ass fucking bang, and I know I have to record this so someone can believe me.
I feel like you know somebody's scared when they're like profusely cursing. They're like, fuck.
Hello? What the fuck? That's my sister's dog. What the fuck?
Okay, this is fake.
Fuck that, dude!
He started asking his viewers for advice after leaving the house with the dogs for a little while, and commenters advised him to smudge the whole building. But it didn't seem to do much. Considering doors kept slamming, he decided the house wasn't worth the stress and left for a few more days. But when he went back to check things out, he was sent sprinting back out of the front door again. After that, he says the activity kind of died down, so he didn't upload. But ironically enough, the second he pulled out his phone to record that, this happened.
Ugh. Creepy.
Hello? What the fuck? No, 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 no.
Something really wants him in that porch area. But the video that made us genuinely suspicious was this next one. Creepy as hell at first glance, right? But take a closer look and you'll realise that the banging might have been edited in. Why is the camera shaking only during the knocking? The phone glitching, however, tends to be a common theme in haunted places. So what the hell is going on here? What do you think?
Okay. I think the glass door knocking, like, if you can't fake that, I don't feel like, unless it is added in. When he panned over and showed the drawers and the cupboards, I was like, this is fake. This is fake. That doesn't actually happen. And then as there were more clips of like the banging and things moving, I was like, okay, maybe it is real. But after pointing it out, I did notice the camera shake like in time with every bang. And also, where did that doll come from? Where did that doll come from? I'm gonna give that a 6 because I want to believe that it's haunted, but I think I need further context and I need to know that none of that footage was edited. Next.
This kid always felt as though he was being watched in his bedroom at night.
Great.
He claimed that a shadow figure was lurking in his room and tried to convince his parents that he was telling the truth. But as most parents do, they told him it was just his imagination.
See, if I had a child, if my sister came to me and she was like, I just saw somebody walk through my closet, I would be so insanely creeped out and I would not even think to not believe her. Although kids do lie. But I believe they have a sixth sense.
And try and go back to sleep. After weeks of telling his mum about the shadow figure, she finally said he could keep his phone by his bed to try and catch a video of it the next time it showed up. That is how he was able to capture this terrifying footage.
Bang, abang, bang sini bang, bang. Itu apa tadi bang? Itu. Tadi ada hitam-hitam di situ bang. Ada hitam-hitam di situ bang.
The video starts with the kid's hand held up right in front of his face. According to him, this is something that happens every time the figure is near. His vision goes blurry and he gets intensely dizzy. So he was trying to focus on his own hand to fight it. But here's the really chilling part. While his own eyes are betraying him, the phone's camera is recording in perfect clarity. He pans the camera left, and that's when he captures it. A tall, creepy ass shadow figure lurking by the door. Just as he's always described, he's rightfully freaks out, shouts for his mum, and by the time she gets there, it's vanished. But this time, he has the footage. Now, that's reported blurry vision and dizziness are classic symptoms people describe during paranormal encounters. Some investigators believe these are psychological effects caused by the entity itself, or by high concentrations of infrared sound or electromagnetic energy, which can mess with your inner ear and even affect your vision. And the figure itself is a textbook shadow person. They're known for being dark, solid masses that disappear in the blink of an eye, especially when confronted. which would explain why his mum never saw it. For weeks, his parents told him it was all in his head, just a bad dream. But the footage proves it. The nightmare was real, and it was standing right there in his room. He finally has the evidence that something was watching him in the dark. The only question that remains is what exactly it's been waiting for.
Yeah, no thank you. I'm gonna give that an 8. We've been over this before, we've seen it before. It doesn't have a face. Could be somebody somehow, but I don't see how somebody could literally cover their face and appear as a black shadow and then run away like 1 second later. 8. Next.
A few weeks ago, paranormal investigator, Midwest ghost hunter, decided to spend the night alone at the Villisca Axe murder house, and boy, did he regret that decision. The Villisca Axe murder house is considered one of the most haunted houses in America for the chilling paranormal activity caught on camera ever since 8 people were slaughtered in cold blood inside that very property. Its chilling history started on the 9th of June 1912, when all the 6 members of the Moore family and their 2 guests lost their lives during their sleep to a brutal axe murderer. And if that's not stomach churning enough, 6 of the victims were actually children, including the guests. After a lengthy investigation, no conviction was made, making this one of the saddest unsolved murder cases in America. The motive of the attack and perpetrator remains a mystery to this day. Ever since these tragic events, visitors have claimed to hear disembodied voices of children crying, see balls and other objects moving by themselves, feel cold spots, and even some more sinister poltergeist activities. Of course, with all its bone-chilling history and strange happenings that have plagued the house for so long, the Midwest ghost hunter had to investigate it. But even with his years of experience in the paranormal investigation field, nothing could prepare him for what he would capture that night. This is how it started.
Is there anybody down in this cellar? Hey, axe murderer. Are you down here? This seems like a place fitting for you. Whoa. That was up there. That was like a creak.
That sounds like somebody walking it.
Okay, alright, I'm getting a little freaked out more. That's like a creak in the floorboard. What? Oh my god.
My only thing is he alone, or did he bring somebody?
That sounded like children. That literally sounded like children. What is that? Oh my god! Oh, shit. Fuck. Holy fuck.
After venturing into the basement and hearing the floorboards creaking above his head, when he knew that no one was supposed to be up there, he followed a sound that felt like children giggling. To his utter surprise, the ball he had earlier seen in the children's room somehow made its way down the hall through the master bedroom and was now bouncing down the stairs. However, this was far from the creepiest paranormal evidence he captured that night. A visit to the master bedroom proved to be even more compelling. Take a look.
Honestly, the scariest thing about this room to me is that. That is an axe mark. That was from the killer swinging the axe onto here. Onto, well, unfortunately, these unfortunate souls.
Oh, we're seeing pictures. Like, what is happening? Those are like really good pictures. What is he using?
Whoa. What the? That turned out really weird. Whoa! What the fuck?
On entering the bedroom, he immediately came across a mark on the ceiling. As it turns out, while swinging the axe to kill Josiah and Sarah, the killer accidentally left that mark. That's how brutal the attack was. The paranormal investigator then decided to take some pictures of the bed where the lifeless bodies of the Moore parents were found. Weirdly, 2 of these pictures took a dark red hue, even though the flash was working perfectly fine. And more unsettling was one of the pictures showing 2 unexplainable dark masses over the bed, almost like dry bloodstains. In an attempt to provoke the entity, the Midwest ghost hunter decided to uncover the mirror. According to police reports, before leaving the crime scene, the murderer left all the mirrors in the house covered for God knows why. After the provocations, we can hear some loud knocks coming from the attic where the killer hid before committing the crime.
Ew.
Well, you gonna do something? I just uncovered your mirror. What you gonna do?
He's like provoking so much.
But soon enough, this ghost hunter learns why it's such a bad idea to bring a killer ghost its favorite weapon. Here's what happened next.
What?
I brought you a present.
Dude, not even in... What?
I think you're pretty familiar with what this is.
I would never do this. What in the world is happening?
Is this not what you used? I know you're up here. I can feel you. I can feel your presence up here. Do something. Okay, all right. You killed an entire family with this. And the fact that you are here and you're not burning in hell at the moment is a... What the fuck? Oh my god. Dude, it just rattled my chair. I've got a bad feeling something's not right in here.
I would say so.
Holy shit!
Well, good guy, I'm not falling over. Dude, I would be so terrified.
Fuck, oh shit.
The supposed ghost rattled his chair, which certainly rattled him as well. After taunting the ghost to scare him away from the place, he certainly found what he was looking for. The scare of a lifetime, enough to flee the building without packing his gear. Wouldn't we all?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of provoking. I'm gonna give that a 10 because with the history of that house, there has to be at least one ghost, if not more. That's creepy. I really don't know what else to say about that. Maybe don't provoke the ghost next time. I feel like that should be a rule. Like, don't provoke ghosts unless you want an attachment. Next. What?
Blurry, incohesive videos tend to be included as mere morsels in creepy compilations. But this video, filmed from a distance through a keyhole of all places, had quite the development.
Somebody just filming through a keyhole? Right.
The horrible caterwauling and the setting being in a church is enough for everyone to put two and two together and realise it was an exorcism or one really guilty woman during confession. The video received little attention until it was supposedly confirmed to be real by Mark Dunder, priest of the Roman Catholic Church of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary in the Czech town Varanov nad Jin. News outlets such as Daily Record and Newser picked up the story after Dunder commented, but as interesting as this all sounds, he didn't actually say anything. He refused to add an actual comment aside from the obvious. The video was filmed through a keyhole and that they used a Latin prayer to liberate the woman. Dunder also didn't reveal the woman's identity or any details of the supposed exorcism. Could this be a setup, with the church wanting their ideas to be proven to the world? According to some people who were interviewed in the surrounding area, this is not the first time they have heard screams emanating from the altar. If that is the case, then it's odd that only one exorcism was documented. That altar must have seen all sorts. Whether or not actual exorcisms took place is up to you to decide.
Okay, I'm gonna give that a 4. I don't know, it seems weird that the church wouldn't, from what I gathered from the video, they were just like, yeah, we did an exorcism. Yeah, we just did that. And like saying nothing else. I find that weird. I don't know, the whole thing's weird. So I'm gonna give it a 4. All right, we're on to the spookiest video. If I made this, I would put the spookiest video at 13.
Liberty High School in Ohio has left paranormal investigators shaking for years. Abandoned a long time ago, the place has almost no history available to view online, which all built so much mystique that Jake Ghost Hunter was almost compelled to search the area. No. Okay, you don't know this. Me and my dad have a YouTube channel. My dad and I have a YouTube channel. It's called Desert Crypto Hunters. And we do a lot of skits and like parody ghost hunting, critter hunting. And when I started doing this,
like reacting to ghost paranormal videos, I was like, maybe we should do that. And we have seen a clip by Jake Ghost Hunter, and I swear, oh my god, it was the worst clip that we've ever seen. It was like super dumb. So no promises on a high score on this. They put the dumbest video at 13, but let's continue. I just wanted to share that.
At first, he and his friend Noah found nothing but empty hallways and stairwells. They continued creeping through the shadows, hoping to catch something spooky on camera. But it all got too real when they decided to split up. Noah was left one level above him holding a spirit box and trying to decode whatever the hell it was saying. But he was soon ripped away from the possible ghouls when he heard the most terrifying thing he could think of.
Jake! Oh my god, Jake! Was that inside? Yeah. Shh. Get down here now. Now get down here, dude. No, you come with me, bro. That was on my level. Call the cops on my phone now. Call the cops. Call the fucking cops.
Oh! Wait, this is a better clip. I've seen this.
Call the fucking cops.
And they called the cops.
Get down. Turn the lights off.
Now we could be wrong, but those were pretty distinct shots. Wasting no time at all, the pair got down and called the police. They waited around 10 minutes before they heard the police intercom coming from the front doors, which means all is well, right? Well, while the police investigated the area after getting the story from Jake, they seemed a bit on edge. They had left their cameras on the ground when showing themselves to the officers, but they had left them running, which is when they caught footage of the police freaking out.
Nobody in there, but there's something in there. Oh, are you serious?
For real?
While you don't see anything on camera, you can hear that they were absolutely terrified. When quizzed on what they saw, neither could explain it properly.
So right there on the second floor,
Yes.
we were looking this way. I heard pitter patter, like that, along that, what would that be? The east wall.
Yeah.
And then he hears it at the end of the hallway. And as I'm taking my light down, I see something go like dart across.
Are you guys dead ass?
Swear.
You have
And then
body
we were
cam?
like, no. But we were talking
Do a
about
body
you guys.
cam.
Let's just black out for a second. So we went completely black in there, and all of a sudden we heard movement behind us, and we just ran
For real?
because there's nobody in there.
Okay. Dude. No,
I watch this stuff on YouTube.
Do you guys?
The Estes method and all that stuff.
Dude, that's what we do.
I figured
We have a
because I
we have
saw
a
the
channel.
chair,
Yeah, we have a channel. Yeah.
What channel are you guys?
Spirit Stalkers.
Spirit Stalkers.
Yep.
I'll watch it. I've never seen anything like that before. No. That's actually scary.
Could this be why there's no history on the school anywhere? Did the police and the investigators stumble upon a stone that should have been left unturned? What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
Okay, I think that gets a 9. I have seen this. This must be years and years ago because my dad and I just saw one 2 months ago. And it was Jake Ghost Hunter, but he looked older. So yeah, I definitely, this is a really good video. Hearing like the phantom shots and then the cops being scared, or the sheriff's office. Yeah, that gets a 9.
Have you ever felt a shiver run down your spine when
Yes.
you get a glimpse of something strange out the corner of your eye? That's exactly what happened to the
Sometimes.
person who sent this video to our email a few weeks ago.
It's usually
At
just the
first, they
person.
thought it was just their mind playing tricks, but after reviewing the home CCTV footage, their hearts sank with the realisation that something bone-chilling was caught in their kitchen. Take a look.
Let's see.
The anonymous
That
sender
just looks like-
reported being downstairs watching TV when they briefly spotted something around the kitchen door area. That's when their phone went off with a notification from the camera app, showing a silhouette of a person coming from that door and entering the kitchen, yet there was nobody else at home. Sure, it could be anyone, and we all know home security cameras are famous for this ghostly effect, usually caused by slow shutter speed, digital noise reduction, and video compression. But what if there's something far more sinister at play here? What if this was actually a ghost caught on camera? Let us know what you think in the comments.
I don't think it's a ghost. It looks too clean at the end. Okay, wait, watch.
Effect, usually caused by slow shutter speed, digital noise reduction, and video compression. But what if there's something far more sinister?
Look, it literally looks like a person, like it looks like a lady with like a bun in her hair.
Play here.
Body.
What if
It
this was
literally,
actually
I think
a
it's
ghost
I think it's
caught
just
on camera?
I'm giving that a 1.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
I think that's just slow shutter
Grandma's
speed.
house tends to be a place that represents warmth and comfort. You usually leave with a full belly and a £20 note in your pocket. But for this person, their grandma's house represented fear and a need to always bring their spare brown pants. In their grandma's house, there was a chest of drawers, which came with strict instructions. Never open the top drawer, which they abided by, until tragedy struck when their grandfather decided to take his last breath. The night before the funeral, they heard a strange noise coming from the drawer room downstairs and went to check it out, which is where they saw their grandma inside flicking through an old photo album, and the door that should never be opened was open. She placed the album behind the door and
No, I've seen this. We're currently at 3 so far that I've already seen. I've seen this and just watch.
a smile they would not be able to get out of their head. They were itching to know what was inside the photo album and in the drawer, so they sneaked a peek when their grandma wasn't around. Which is when they saw a myriad of creepy dolls and the photo album with images of their grandmother when she was young. These images immediately made them feel sick to the point where they had to pay a visit to their local hospital, unable to bring a high, feverish temperature down. They avoided their grandma after this, but when she passed, they called upon the guys over on the 4th wall to go check out the house and dispose of the album, which they did, not before having a nose through though, and what they saw made their blood run cold.
I don't want to look. Not looking. I get so freaked out with like dolls and stuff. You just tell me what you say. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I just swallowed like so loudly.
He dropped the camera to the floor and quickly left the house, claiming he felt the album was dangerous. But if you look at the door behind him just before he leaves,
There's like a
he had
face.
company.
I'm not sure what I'm seeing. I can't see. Point it out for me. Are we just looking at the same figure?
The figure of a man on the floor with his head bowed, lurking behind him this whole time. Maguro was sent to pick up the pieces, and the thing that sent the first shiver down his spine was the fact that the album was still on the floor. Even when Kaneko said he put it back where he had found it. Maguro also found something else wrong with the forbidden chest door. A doll was missing, which he then found inside a baby carriage outside the front door, but he never expected the chilling discovery he was about to make.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Someone has used this doll to make some kind of Asian version of a voodoo doll. It's been pierced repeatedly with what looks like a needle. And pairing that with the strange, ritualistic photos in the album, was Grandma involved in something cursed
I'd say
beyond
so.
our comprehension?
I'd say so.
Is that why she was
I'd say
smiling
so.
looking at the album before her husband's funeral? Maybe because she cursed it. Was that figure behind the door Grandpa's spirit? Either way, we probably won't be going for a Sunday dinner around this grandma's house anytime soon.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Whenever there's like a video or somebody's like, this person looked at these pictures and they felt ill, I'm like, no thank you, I'm gonna close my eyes so that doesn't happen to me. I'm giving that a 10. Maybe it was a setup. Maybe they had the flu after they looked at the pictures. I don't know. Maybe they were dancing in the pictures, not having a ritualistic gathering. Or their grandma was like leader of a cult or something. That's getting a 10 and we're moving on.
There is a house somewhere in America where a woman lives in with her little girl. They lived there without bother for a good while, but strange things began infiltrating their peaceful life, which was when they found out more and more disturbing things about their home. Let's jump straight into the action and show you what it was that kicked off all the spooky speculation.
Oh my god, this?
Sure.
No. Did something roll out from under her bed? Yeah, okay, so maybe I have seen this. Yeah, and then she gets pulled under. Alright, we're at number 4 that I've seen. Nothing.
It looks like the little girl is getting slowly dragged underneath the bed by something we can't even see, and her screams are enough to send dread shooting through any parent's mind almost instantly. According to the mum, other people who had lived there had reported ghostly experiences.
So a lot of you guys have asked me if we've done any research on the house, and I did. I found out that some of the past people that have lived here have had some ghostly encounters. I learned that it was built near, not on, but near a cemetery. Yeah, I don't know, we're at a loss. We really love our home. We don't want to have to leave it, so we're trying to figure out what to do.
And that it was built on a graveyard, which doesn't seem to explain anything. But after a bit more digging, we found something that made our hair turn white and our blood run cold. That's right, it's your favourite form of nightmare fuel back once again. The woman collects dolls that all look like they've crawled out of Eva specifically to give us the creeps.
Wait.
And she has loads of them and is weirdly obsessed with one specific doll.
And on her account, she only posts these videos of these dolls, and she doesn't sell them or anything, she just makes them. And these are like not your average doll. They have like human eyes, and recently she's reported that they've been moving without any batteries or anything. FYI, this is her new doll, and she takes it everywhere she goes. And like she literally treats this thing like a kid. Like she dresses it and buys shoes for it. She has like a creepy obsession with it. Like look at it here when she's looking at its body.
So knowing all of this, we now go back to the girl's bedroom, where in response to the first video she posted, someone asked her to check under the bed, although maybe we would have been better off not knowing what was waiting for her under there.
Oh girl, get rid of them dolls.
That looks suspiciously like her favourite doll, and it's moving.
Girl, get rid of them dolls.
Dragged her daughter under the bed. Some commenters insisted that the doll must have been mechanical, so she took to TikTok again to dispel any misconceptions.
So for those of you saying that the doll is mechanical, and that's how it moved, that doll is plastic, that doll is stuffed. I checked, I looked at Amazon. There is no way that thing should have moved like that.
So what's going on here?
Yeah, so it's actually
all
haunted.
Chalking up to be a real-life horror flick, but are there any suspicious parts? If you look deeper into it, there is plenty to be discussed. Firstly, the girl seemed to be screaming for ages, but her mum, just chilling, opened the door so slowly as if it wasn't anything
Yeah, that's
to
what
worry
I
about.
noticed.
Surely any parent would rush, whack the door and jump in quickly to protect their children, right? And why did it seem like she knew exactly where to look? Plus, the girl shrieked for help, but right after her mum walked in, she just shut up and calmly got out from under the bed. Surely, if you had just been dragged underneath your bed by a bloody haunted doll, you'd be screaming the house down. The woman has since removed her TikTok account, hence why all these videos have been found on Reddit. No clue why. So if you have heard anything through the grapevine about this, let us know.
Yeah, I did find that weird as well. Like, she was screaming. I'm gonna give that an 8. I think the dolls are haunted, and I also think maybe that woman loves the dolls more than her own child, because why did it take her literally infinity to rescue her daughter from the doll-eating monster under the bed? Yeah, those are creepy, and that's getting an 8. Creepy. We're like halfway through.
Twitch streamer Cute Boss tends to focus on gaming and cosplay, but during a live stream she held in December 2022, one of her viewers spotted something behind her, seemingly moving on its own. At that point, the live chat immediately turned into a paranormal conversation that would soon trigger something she would never forget. Something that would leave Cute Boss absolutely terrified of sleeping there ever again. Take a look.
Do you think it's like a random occurrence? You guys? Do you think it's like a random thing that happens? No, legit. It's not planned.
Legit?
If okay, and if you do think it's a planned thing, then hypothetically, if it weren't planned.
Trembling in fear, she called a friend as she couldn't stand being there alone anymore. That's when she started showing him how it all started. Let's watch.
No, look how much it like wiggles. It wiggles so much.
Yeah.
And then it stops right away when I look. It's like dude, it's literally a fucking Mario ghost.
There was a good chance that the unicorn balloon could just fall from an unbalanced weight, and she's overreacting. Or maybe she had someone outside the room pulling a string. She said she was alone, but so did Bill Clinton. Her reaction though, it seemed pretty genuine, which certainly adds credibility to this footage. Plus, the paranormal doesn't seem to be a topic she's very comfortable with, by the looks of it. So, was it a hoax, a prank, or something far more sinister? Let us know your thoughts.
I'm gonna give that's getting a 4. I think it could just like if there's like a fan on, or even, well, I don't know. I feel like it'd be more believable if it was shown like, hey, there's no fans on, hey, this just literally moved on its own. I don't know, I'm gonna give it a 4. I don't really feel like it's paranormal. I feel like that's just what balloons do, kind of. Yeah, but probably get some sage just in case.
Just before 5 AM in the pitch black darkness of a Colombian road, this dash cam caught something the driver missed at the time, but after being the witness of a crash minutes later, things took a terrifying turn as he was looking for the footage requested by the authorities. Take a look.
That's probably just somebody walking across the street.
What starts out as a pretty routine drive turns into a hair-raising encounter straight out of a horror movie as a figure dressed in white is seen walking across. This mysterious figure seems unbothered about the passing truck. It looks like a woman in a gown, but what the hell was she doing out so early in the morning? Was she sleepwalking?
Daily walk.
And why didn't the driver see her when she's so clearly visible on camera? Did he just manage to capture the paranormal proof we've all been looking for? Let us know your thoughts.
I am going to give that 5. I feel like it could be a ghost, but also I feel like it's probably just somebody walking at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so 50-50 chance being real.
Exploring haunted buildings at stupid o'clock can be an exciting idea for Halloween. That is, until the paranormal come out to play, as these guys would soon experience firsthand. Built in 1870, with prisoners violently forced to mine the rocks for the walls, the old Idaho penitentiary soon became overcrowded, with extreme temperatures and a lack of proper plumbing or ventilation. Hundreds of souls perished behind the very walls they built, succumbing to a gruesome combination of old age, illness, and murder. With all the inhuman conditions over 30,000 inmates had to endure throughout the decades, it comes as no surprise that the prison has been known for paranormal activity and accounts of strange sounds, voices, and dark entities. Of course, Josh Fletch and a group of friends discarded all the warning signs and had to sneak inside in the dead of night. But their spooky outing soon turned into a high-speed chase when Josh decided to be a rebel and climbed to a forbidden area. And according to his own words, he got just what he deserved. Take a look.
I may or may not have climbed up because there's no stairs.
How did bro climb up? And how are there no stairs? Yeah, I've seen this.
Bet you missed it, didn't you? In the last cell, before Josh screams bloody murder, there's the shadow of a muscular build lurking behind bars. Could it be the spirit of Raymond Allen Snowden, a notorious inmate known as Idaho's Jack the Ripper? He was convicted of cold-blooded murder in 1956 and sentenced to death by hanging at the notorious penitentiary. The terror lingered until the very end as the trap door snapped open, but the noose only choked him, not ending his life quickly, as you can imagine. He hung there, gasping for breath for a full 15 minutes before finally succumbing to suffocation in a slow, torturous death. Whether it was the spirit of this notorious inmate or not, these guys were not sticking around to find out. Number 9.
Okay, I'm going to give that an 8 because I feel like there's no way you can really get into the cell unless there's like you can go through the back. I don't know. And the figures seemed like completely dark with like the lighting. I would imagine there would be at least some illumination of the person. Also, was Jack the Ripper in that cell? That's my question. Because if he was, that would be creepy. So it's getting an 8.
Holy Spirit. Alex is something of a master at exploration, and how could he ignore the opportunity to take a tour of an abandoned nun's convent? After walking and hearing strange, echoing laughter through the long hallways, Alex realizes his camera is nearly out of juice, so he heads back home. But when he watched the footage back, he spotted something that sent a deep sense of dread scuttling up his throat. Watch. Take a good, long look at the open doorway in this replay. Someone is standing there. The silhouette also looks suspiciously veiled, which is incredibly spooky when you remember the video was captured in a convent. Perhaps someone wasn't quite ready to pass on just yet. Let's hope she didn't latch onto Alex as he left. Number 8.
Hi, Editor Taylor here. I didn't realize that the rest of the video, my microphone was not picking up any audio. So the rest of the video was literally just me talking to nobody. So unfortunately, I am going to have to cut this video short. Comment down below your top video clip that you saw here. I think mine was the Villisca Axe murder house. Like, with all the history, there has to be some hauntings. And while you're down there commenting, click all the buttons. You know what to do. I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world viewing this, and peace.